Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is an Animal Crossing island tour of my own island, LilyValley. I just finished this island not very long ago and I am now ready to record this for YouTube. So I hope you enjoy this tour, but here is the little promotional picture I made. You can find it on my Instagram and a similar version that's more horizontal on my Twitter. And I'll link both of those links to those below if you want to share them and like them so that more people can see this dream address. So this is LilyValley, a quick little picture overview of what is to come. This is a Forestcore island using only DIY items or like plants, nature things, but everything that is an item in the game is something that I DIY'd myself in the game, so there's no items that are bought from Nooks Cranny or elsewhere. Everything is a DIY item. So that's the little fun thing about this island. Here I am on the dock over here. This is the flag for the island. It is lily flowers for LilyValley. I'm already in the little outfit that I've laid out, but I can show you where to get those from. But here's the map. I'm really proud of it because the waterscaping is just so cute. So this is the map of the island, and here are all of our lovely Forestcore villagers. We've got, well, this is Eric. I added a second character on the island for the campground, but then we've got Hazel, Eric the villager, Fauna, Bill, Molly, Sylvana, Bo, Grizzly, Maple, and Dina. So I'm really excited for you guys to see this island because the villager lineup is adorable. And then this is the island entrance that you were looking at before. I wanted a narrow entrance with lots of cliffs as you come into the island. And then if you go to the left, you'll get to resident services, and this is where you will find your little gifts for the outfits. There's an outfit that looks like this one, so you can match my character, and then there's a little plaid outfit sitting there as well to match Eric's character. And then there is a vaulting pole and ladder. You don't need either of them, but in case you get stuck, there are a lot of jumping pieces to this island, so if you get stuck, then they might come in handy. But as you come up here, you come to the museum. So the museum, I wanted to be a little sunken area, so it's completely encircled by cliffs, and I left it in the tent because I thought it would fit the theme Forestcore the best. And then we have got all of our little dig spots with our fossils down here in kind of like a archaeology dig spot form. A little cave to explore as well. I just think it's super cute being down here. This is one of the first builds we finished on the island because it was near the entrance. So after the entrance we did this, and I'm really proud of it, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. But because the walkway up here is very narrow, we couldn't fit very many trees, so it is a little less forested up here, but still very naturey. If you come behind the museum, you can see that there's a little wooded area. It looks like Eric's house is back there, so it looks like he has some chopped wood from the trees there, and then if you hop over, you can actually get to his house, and he's just wandering around back here. But we gave him a little fishing spot up here as well as down below here. Now, none of the villager homes are decorated inside, so don't go in them if they're open. If you're touring this, don't bother. I didn't do any of the interiors. I didn't do Happy Home Paradise for this island. But if you come over here, there's another little seating spot here for fishing. This is actually the duck pond on the other side. You can see like the ducks and stuff over on the other side over there, over by like where Dina's house is. But this is the other side, so Eric can come down and do some fishing. And it's the start of the LilyValley, the Valley of Lilies. So I'm not actually gonna really go deep into here, but if you go, this is like the valley in LilyValley, filled with lily flowers. It's very literal, very literal. But that's Eric's house there, just behind the museum. But if you go to the right, this is the only way across to get to where the squirrels are, where the ducks are, where my house is, and where Nooks Cranny is. So as you come across, you are in the nut zone. So this is where Hazel and Sylvana live. They've got their little nut-themed buffet spot here. We've got little acorns all over the ground, very forested, perfect for a squirrel or two. Little squirrel crossing sign, so watch your step. As you come down here, this is where Nooks Cranny is. So Nooks Cranny, I put as many decorative items that were DIYs as possible. The way around the cardboard boxes is that once you stack them in the DIY or do like the medium ones or small one, I'm not sure which one that one is, they are now officially DIYs. So there are a few items around the island that are like that. For example, Zen cushions are not DIYs, but a stack of Zen cushions is. Little loopholes. Now, if you come here, there is a little walking trail, as you can see, and this goes over to the center of the LilyValley, and you can sit down surrounded by all the flowers. You can eat a little snack. There's some jams and some bread here waiting for you, and a comfy seating spot by the water. Really short trail, but that's where that goes. Across the bridge is actually where my house is. So we've got my Lily of the Valley flowers here. When my island was 5 stars, it did not end that way because I added too many trees, so Isabel wasn't very happy. But it was at one point a 5-star island, and then it dropped for putting too many trees. So that's annoying. But I've got my little crops set up, and down on the beach, little seating areas. And a little campfire by the water as well. But inside, I decorated the main room, so let me just show that to you. Okay, so this is the only room in the house that is decorated, so don't go upstairs or downstairs. The rest of the doors are blocked off. But we've got the little bedroom and living room with our little dining area, and this is the kitchen area itself. So we've got little places to cook. Now, I was very limited by this by not having Happy Home Paradise done. I couldn't do partition walls, and then obviously doing only DIY items, it limited my items a lot. But I'm still happy with how it turned out, but it definitely took me a minute to get it figured out on how to make it like actually look cute. But I'm pretty happy with what I came out with, but there's definitely things I would have done if I had Happy Home Paradise unlocked, of what I would have done, but I'm very happy with it all the same. Now, on the other side of Nooks Cranny here, there is a trail, so you can fill up your water before you head out on the trail from here, but there's 2 ways you can go. One, just down to the little corner here where there's some seating by the blankets. You can play the ukulele there, and this is just where my dock is. And then, but if you go up here, it's just a beachside trail with little plants, flowers. We've got some sugarcane, rocks, more flowers. Another place to fill up your water so you don't get tired on your walk. A little midway break on the peninsula for a snack. And then as you keep going, you can either climb back up here to go back to the nut zone where the squirrels live, or you can keep going along the path until you get to the end. This is just another little seating spot, but this is the end of this beachside trail here. But it also helps us lead into the duck zone. So if you keep going past Hazel's house, you can walk down that way if you want. But this is the duck zone. So Dina, Molly, and Bill live up here on this little pond up here. You can see there's plenty of little duck designs on the ground, duck statues as well, all along the pond. Another seating spot back here for you to relax by the water, or for the ducks too. And then I figured because they're in their own little zone that maybe they'd like a place to dine together. The ducks, I would love to be able to get a picture of all 3 of them sitting here. Like, that would be so freaking cute. But this is where they cook their food outside of Bill's house. They've got a little stove, chopping board, so that they can bring it out to the table to eat together. And they've even got their own little picnic spot back here by the rock. Honestly, these ducks are living in style. I'm jealous. And then just on this up here, a simple little seating area, nothing too special. Cute little spot on the rock though to make it so it's not empty. But that is about all that's done on this side of the LilyValley. So if we cross back over to the other side where the museum is and go through that way, I can show you a bit more. Doop, ba-doop, boop, boop, ba-doop, boop, boop. Okay, back at the museum, if you go to the left, you walk around the other way. It's a little more forested because it's wider on this side. You can see a little bit of the library down there behind res services, but I will show you that in a minute. Now, if you come down this way, you get to the sunken waterfall place. I've made one of these in the past before, but this is just another attempt, and I just love them so much. An excuse to make a sunken waterfall, always take it. But there's two ways you can walk. Oops, startled a bit, but you can cross this side or that side. And then you can come across this way and go up the incline, and this brings you to the bakery. So Fauna and not Molly, Maple, mixing them up. Fauna and Maple. Oh, there's Eric. See, this is the other outfit that you can wear, is this little outfit with the log pack for the dream address. But anyways, yes, so this is the bakery. So we've got Maple's house there and Fauna's house here, and then behind Maple's house we've got the little bakery area with some sugar and flour and everything. And then we got some food here on the tables for you to eat, and also a drink too, but all like bakery type items. Off to the side beside Fauna's house. So the idea though is that Maple cooks sort of, or bakes, and then off to the side here Fauna collects the like apples. Look, she left one on the ground there. And she has the pumpkins too, because there's like pumpkin bread and then wheat for the flour, so it's like farm to table. And then if you keep going, we actually can get over to where the campground is. So just behind here, you can loop around, and this is where the campfire is, so beware of the bears. Grizzly is our campsite manager. So this is his house here. He's got his own little picnic bench too, and little donation box in case anyone wanted to support the funds of the park here. There's a swim spot for you to go to, which I guess Maple is hanging out at today. But if you go along here, you can see all the different camping spots. So you've got water and fishing, and then there's even an outhouse right here for all of your bathroom needs. We've got the actual campsite here on the site number 1, and on the second site over here, this is where Eric's house is. Can we go in it? Oh, we can, good. So in here, I did a very simple design. I still had to use DIY items, but we put little items that maybe you would see at a little campsite. I mean, the bed is a little aggressive for a campsite, but with DIY items, you're a little more constrained. So we just did a very simple setup in here for him. Now, there's two ways you could go. Is if you continue up top at the beginning of the campsite, you can go that way, but we're gonna go this way because there is another beachside trail. This one is a part of the park, so we've got this walking sign instead of the one that we saw on the other side of the island. But this trail kind of goes along the beach. I'm kind of thinking of it more of a boardwalk trail, as you can tell by the wood. And then if you go this way, you can get up to a little break spot to refill your water, sit by the edge of the ocean and look out here. It's honestly a really lovely spot to take a break on your hike. Then you can continue on, and then it kind of loops around the outskirts of the park because we're kind of back. This goes back to res services, but we're gonna go up this way because there is another trail up here. So this one goes to the lookout spot, but before you go on that trail, you can take a quick little break at this picnic area, which is at the entrance to where we went in before. So there's lots of food and snacks for you to take before you go out on your hikes for the day. But this trail is very forested, very thick, but you can follow the in-game trail. You should be able to see it on the map as well if you open the map. But you go along here, a little break spot on this log that fell down, past the little cliff edge here, past a little waterfall. which you have to hop over, and then you can get up to the lookout spot that looks out over all of the campground. So you can see like, hey, look, that's where I'm staying in that campsite down there, because you can see it from up here. But yeah, this is the little lookout up here. And if we go back down to the where we climbed up to the entrance of this path, we can see one of the other areas of the island. There's a few times to backtrack on this island to make sure you see everything, but down here, if we kept going past the exit of this trail here, the boardwalk one, if you keep going down, we make it to the meadow. So it's a little less forested here, but I figured a part of forests are often like meadow spaces and like grassy areas. So this is filled with sugarcane, like glowing moss, flowers and bushes, with a little picnic spot in the middle. This is right out front of Beau's house, so it's just like a very open area, another little trail down to the beach here, and then because I figured there's so many flowers here that we would have a little beehive as well nearby. So that's just right here. You can also cross through if you want. So this is Beau's house. And then that's like the entire left side of the island. The tour is almost done actually, because this is resident services. So this is where you would have woken up in a dream. But behind here, we've got the little library inside of the forest. So you can get some snacks from here. But lots of books, lots of places for you to sit down and read your books in the forest. I just thought I really wanted to do a forested library. I thought it would be super cute. So that's just kind of hidden behind resident services there. Now, if we go down this way, this was actually the first build, not the museum. This was the first build that we did for the island before I hit 3 stars. So I did this pathing kind of manually from my little phone. But I did go back at the very end of my island to finish it off because I didn't quite finish all the cliffs when we did this the first time around. So this is the Able sisters. For Abel's, I decided it would be cute if it was more of like a little wash station. So we've got little clotheslines, little washing, and a well there. And more washing down here by the beach. So it's kind of like a laundromat type vibe, just without any of the like washing machine items. But then there's one more sitting spot here by the water, which, I mean, it's actually kind of a fishing spot too, but I just thought it was super cute right by the little inlet of the water. You can sit down by the river and just relax. And you can hear the sounds of the ocean as well while you sit there. But that is, I believe, the entire island. So I hope you enjoyed this island tour. I feel like it was pretty quick, but lots of places to walk through and explore. I feel like I'm really happy with this island. I decided to make this island Forestcore because my original island, LeeBee Island, that I made back in 2020, I ended up going from more of like a normcore vibe to eventually deciding to do Forestcore, and I didn't quite finish that island because that's when 2.0 came out. By the time I was like almost done that island, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I want to reset my island so that I can have a blank fresh slate for the 2.0 update. So I never finished that island. I also did not save it as a dream address because I didn't understand how they worked at the time. I do have a YouTube tour of it, but basically I wanted to kind of redeem myself, be like, I can finish a Forestcore island, so I did this. I was even recently looking at pictures of that island, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so cute. So, I kind of miss it a little bit. I wish I could revisit it in a dream. So if you ever reset your island, make sure you set it as a dream address like this one here. So if you do want to check it out, here is the information on the screen again. If you do want to tour it for your own videos, or if you want to do it live on stream, just let me know. I'm more than happy to let you guys tour it. Just let me know in advance so that I can either watch the video or watch the stream and see what you guys think about it. But then if you also go visit it on your own time, feel free to take pictures and send them in the Discord, which the link is in the description below. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you had a great time and hope you have a great rest of your day. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. So have a great rest of your day. Bye everyone.